All right, zone 2 run or easy run. What the heck is a zone 2 run? This is what I'm going to explain in this video, and I'm going to explain it whilst doing my easy run today as part of my half marathon training. And so in this one, I'm going to share with you 4 reasons why you should be doing most of your running in zone 2 or in that easy run. Okay, so how many of your runs or how much time should you spend doing easy runs or zone 2 runs or low heart rate training? The premise is 80% of your runs should be done easy or zone 2, and 20% is when you're gonna go hard. Sounds like a lot of time. I don't do that, but that is the guidance. Okay, so how do you work out your different zones for you to know what zone 2 is? Now look, there are plenty of videos on YouTube, so I'm not gonna try and redo that. I want to simplify this so you actually understand and not get pulled wool over your eyes by complicated terms and stuff like that. Imagine this. You go for a run and you're giving it everything, and you take a heart rate reading of what your max heart rate is. So let's say a 5K run, half an hour run. Ignore the first 10 minutes because your heart rate is trying to find its rhythm. You take the heart rate that you've got as an average for that 20 minutes. That let's call your maximum heart rate for your all-out 5K or half hour run. 50 to 60% of that heart rate is zone 1. 60 to 70 is zone 2. 70 to 80, zone 3. You see where I'm going with this? 80 to 90, zone 4. 90 to 100 is all out effort. That's 100%. Let's just go with this as an illustration. It can be refined and be made much more accurate if you actually go with the links I'm going to share in the description. Okay, the first reason is you're going to minimize injury. Let me explain. If all your workouts are tough workouts, you're asking your body to do so much. It's only a matter of time until you've overloaded your body and it just calls it quit. You're going to injure yourself. Running in a low heart rate, zone 2, easy pace, means that you can get out and do much more without putting too much stress on your joints, on your muscles, and just fatiguing yourself out. And to be honest, it's not enjoyable just punishing yourself every time. But that injury, minimizing injury, becomes reason and benefit number 1. So how do you know what heart rate zone you're in as you're running? Well, if you've got a very good smartwatch, a sports watch, it does a good job of giving you a heart rate reading, but I advise that you get a dedicated heart rate monitor. I wear a chest strap, a Garmin chest strap, which gives me very accurate reading. You can get ones that go on your arms, but as you're running, it reads your heart rates and beams it onto your watch, and you can see it through that scale at the bottom what zone you're in out of the 5. Okay, your aerobic system. Zone 2 running, low intensity heart rate training, utilizes your aerobic system. Essentially, 2 things really. Your heart, your lungs are getting to adapt to this pace. You see, this is a pace you can sustain, and your body calls on your aerobic system, meaning you're still expending energy. Even the fuel systems that you're using allows you to access a fat burning zone. A lot has been discussed on this with differing opinions, but that is strongly a belief that I hold. The main thing though is that your lungs learn to expend and use oxygen much more effectively. Come race day, you're gonna build a base, an endurance and a fitness level that you can call on even as you near that anaerobic high intensity phases. So number 2, adaptations, enhancements to your aerobic system. Reason number 3, there are plenty of reasons by the way, but these are the ones I thought I would share with you. Zone 2 running is absolutely perfect for new runners. You see, it's easier to sustain. You can maintain this and therefore slowly fall in love with running, slowly get better at running. If all your runs are intense and hard, it's only a matter of time until you quit. It's only a matter of time until you stop enjoying it. which is why it's most recommended to go on an easy run. You're more than likely to sustain it. Number 4, progression. Okay, so the one thing you will notice is when you're running in zone 2, you're gonna go slow, super slow. Like for me, I'm currently at about 8 minute per 10K pace. But you see, when you keep going, you can see progression. In trying to stay in zone 2, currently, if you speed up, you'll find yourself in zone 3 or zone 4. But if you keep training in zone 2, over time, you'll actually be able to notice your pace getting quicker while still in zone 2. What does that mean? Essentially, your heart's learning to cope much better with much more an intense effort. What used to be, I don't know, 9 minute per K pace in zone 2 slowly comes down to 8 minutes, which means you're getting faster whilst maintaining the heart rate zone. It's just how it works. And that's the one thing I like about zone 2 training. You can see your progression. Number 5, now here I could use all sorts of fancy words like mitochondria, fast twitch fiber, type 2 muscle fibers. But listen, all you need to know, zone 2 running will develop leg strength. You see, it's taken me 47 minutes to do 6K. And those are so many reps of steps that my legs are taking. It's only a matter of time until my legs catch on and say, listen, we need to strengthen up to be able to sustain this. And they do that by building muscles. It's a very good strength training exercise when you're doing it in zone 2. Now here, understand me well. I don't mean running faster doesn't give you a good workout, but the difference is you can't sustain that speed for this duration. This is why.
All right, so let's break down the run, and I messed up on this one. Garmin, after you're done with your run, does a very good job in presenting all the data that you need. And so in this particular chart, it shows you the time I spent in the different heart rate zones. So what I explained to you before about the percentages, for me, zone 2 is 116 and 135, but I found my heart rate getting to 136, 137, 138, which is why it's telling you that I was in zone 3. Now, it does not mean as soon as you jump into zone 3, all the zone 2 benefits we talked about go out of the window. No, so don't be that fussy about it. But essentially, this is a very good view and it gives you good focus on where you should be. Don't get me wrong, both of these are aerobic zones, so I do get both the benefits of zone 2 and 3, but for purposes of minimizing impact on my body, ideally, I want to be in that zone 2 range. So I'll try and get better as I go, but this kind of tells you that. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm sharing a video every day leading up to Christmas. If you are enjoying it, finding it informative, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'll be great to have you, and I'll see you tomorrow.